Are you looking for a Valentine to make for your special person? Well, stick around.
I want to make a Valentine's pillow, and I want to use this pink shirt that I thrifted to make it. I'm also going to use some strips from this women's house coat that I had thrifted and used for another project. I've decided to use strips that are 1.5 inches wide for this patchwork pillow. I've sewn the strips together, and now I'm simply giving them straight edges on both ends. Now I'm going to cut them into segments. These are 2-inch units. And now I sew those pieces together to create a 4-patch. Before sewing the units together, I'm going to give them a good press. It will make them easier to sew together and make sure my points are accurate in the middle. To make this pillow, I'm going to need 9 4-patches. And I'm going to sew the first row at the top first. So I'm going to sew the seams, the 2 seams to make 1 row. I will do the same thing for row number 2. And then I will sew those 2 rows together first. Finish row number 3 and sew that together as well, making sure all of the corners match as I sew. The pressing is important for such a small piece that has small 2-inch squares, and so I just want to make sure I'm using my wool mats. They're very good for making sure that my seams are nice and flat. But if I didn't have the wool mat, I would simply use my regular ironing board. You'll notice that this piece is actually larger than the 3x3 set of 9 patches. I actually ended up using 4 9 patches in a row and then 4 rows to make the size I wanted for this pillow. To create the pattern, I'm going to use regular wax paper and a Sharpie marker, and I have made sure that my wax paper is the size of my quilted piece. You'll notice there was one corner that doesn't have a block. That's simply because I ran out of fabric, but I don't need that corner. It's going to be cut off anyway. So we're going to be making this pattern the way we used to make them in elementary school, and we are going to make the shape of the half of the heart, because we're going to then take that pattern and we're going to place it on the fold. And now we can cut out the shape of our heart. I've decided to quilt this heart using big stitch quilting. And so I'm using a simple pearl cotton that is size 8, and it is white. And I don't like to mark my quilts, so I am simply going to follow the seams all the way up, leaving about a 1/4 inch between the seam and the stitching. I do that all the way horizontally, and then I turn the piece and I will do everything vertically. That way I'll have a nice hash mark that's going to follow the seams, and it's going to look really nice. You can see the texture, it's already lending this pillow. Now you see that not only are the strips upcycled fabrics from shirts, but also I have used a mattress pad for the batting for the quilt for me. This is what I quilted the long stitch through. So now I'm just cutting off that extra, so we have just our heart shape left. It's easier for me to take a larger piece of batting or mattress pad and quilt the heart onto it and then to cut the edges. It's just easier to handle while I'm quilting. And now I need a backing for my pillow. So I have used this pink shirt that you can see. This is another pink shirt that I'm going to cut into so that I have backing fabric for my pillow. I've laid the heart onto the fabric and I'm just going to rough cut around it. I just want there to be plenty of extra so that when I am big stitching the back of the pillow, I have lots of space around the edges to make it easy to do. And you'll see now I have big stitched just straight lines up and down for the backing. I thought that was really all I needed. And now I'm going to just lay the heart on top so that I can cut exactly the same size as the front of the pillow. Now placing right sides together, I can simply now sew around the outer edge of the pillow. I'm going to leave a space of about 4 inches so that I can turn my pillow. And there you see the space. Once the pillow is finished, we now need an insert. So I'm using, again, upcycled materials. I'm using a pink sheet that I thrifted, and I'm going to simply cut an outline, and I'm going to leave just enough for a seam. I'm going to give it almost 1/2 inch so that I can have a nice generous seam. I'm using a Sew Line pen. It is an air erasable pen. It has this nice dark purple color. And what I love is that it does disappear. Now the pen will tell you that it disappears in a couple of days. That is not true. It starts to disappear right away, but I like that. So I get a few minutes, I mark it, and then I will cut it right away. I like this for all kinds of marking. I just don't have to worry about leaving anything behind that might be seen in some way. Now, the question I often get is it going to be coming back? And the answer is no. I've used this pen on so many different kinds of projects, marking so many things. It has never, ever shown up again, like some of the pens in the past have. So right now I'm simply putting my generous, almost 1/2 inch seam allowance on the pillow. After I turn the pillow form inside out so that the right side is on the outside, I then will stuff it with polyfill. I'm going to hand stitch the gap closed, and this is a pillow that will be on the inside, so it doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to hold the stuffing. And again, I'm going to hand stitch, just whip stitch that seam closed on the pillow itself, and then the pillow will be done. And if you're still with me, I would love it if you would hit the like button, and also check out the next video you see on your screen. Thanks for joining me.